Welcome to ActionCoach.tv. Chris Steele here, and today we're going to be talking about new innovation from Action Coach, the Freedom Coach Business Coaching Program. So today I'm joined by the founder and CEO of Action Coach, Brad Sugars. Brad, welcome today.
Hey, Chris, good to be here.
It's good to have you. So when I think of coaching and coaches, I think of a sports coach. You know, most people do. Are there any similarities between a business coach and a sports coach?
Huge similarities. Some major differences too. Obviously, you know, they have a systematic methodology for winning. Let's use football as an example. They have a methodology of winning a football game. We have a systematic methodology for winning the business game, you know, making profits. But the similarities, the accountability side of it is vital. You know, a lot of business owners struggle with having that accountability. They need to have that outside coach. It's like, I know for me personally, I'd love to say that I'm disciplined enough to exercise every day, but I am because I have a trainer show up every day. I have that coach in my life. And one of the things for business owners is that the coach brings that accountability to the table. The other thing they bring, obviously, is that system, the knowledge base to work with them. So, yeah, definite similarities in a sporting coach in that they bring out the best performance of the team.
Okay. So Brad, both you and the 1,000+ business coaches that are around the world in the Action Coach community have coached many different businesses over the years.
Yeah.
Is there something similar that all differences in essence kind of have in common?
Yeah, look, the majority of businesses make the same mistakes. I don't care if we're in Hong Kong or if we're in London or if we're in Atlanta, Georgia, or if we're in Perth, Western Australia. The mistakes business owners make come out of some very fundamental things. Most business owners weren't trained in how to run a business. They were trained in how to be a carpenter. They were trained in how to be a billiard table maker. They were trained in how to be a poodle clipper. I don't care what they were trained in. They weren't trained in how to run a business. And so those mistakes across the world are fundamental. And so the similarities, you know, most of the people we work with, and we work across almost every industry on the planet. I think our most obscure business was a llama trekking company. So, you know, you get some weird and wonderful different businesses, but the business fundamentals remain the same. It doesn't matter where you are or what business you're in. You have to make a sale. You have to make it at a profit. You have to deliver on the sale. You have to finance it. You have to get the legals right. You have to, and so on and so on. So what coaching is all about is about a combination of knowledge. You've got the business owner's knowledge of their industry and their particular business, and the coach's knowledge of business in general and the Action Coach systematic methodology of growing businesses. Combine those two sets of knowledge, and that's where we get the real results in business coaching.
Great. So Brad, I imagine that most business owners out there want freedom. So what exactly is the Freedom Coaching Program?
Well, Freedom Coach is really about business owners who've got their business to a good level. It's actually running well, it's doing profitability, and it's about getting them out of the business, about getting the business to run without them, about actually getting the systems in place, the team in place, getting the leadership team in place, going back and maybe checking some of the fundamental cores of is the profitability right, are these things right, and actually getting it so the business owner of that better performing company can actually step back more and allow the team to build it. It often allows the business owner to then multiply the business, to open further offices or to franchise the business or to open it in different countries or different regions of the same country. And that's really what Freedom Coach is about. Again, it's a weekly coaching program. It may work with more than one executive within the company. There will be training involved where you'll work with training of your team members. There'll be planning of the business every 90 days. These are all parts of the fundamentals of it, but ultimately the goal of it is to get people to a point where the business runs without you.
Great. So the next logical thought process here would be, what are the benefits to a business from the Freedom Coaching Program?
Well, I think certainty is one of the major benefits. Certainty of that the business is going to run without you there, getting it to a point where, see, in most businesses, the business doesn't work, the owner does. You know, it's all down to if the owner shows up, it makes great profit. If the owner doesn't show up, it doesn't make great profit. You know, and it's really about getting a business away from that owner dependency to being owner independent. and where you can be, instead of being an employee of the company where if you don't show up, it doesn't work, to being an owner of the business where it's more of an investment for you and is a good cash flow vehicle for you. So that's really the stages and the benefits that most of them are going to get: the certainty, the cash flow, the systems, the team building, and the synergy that comes with all those things.
Okay, great. So if a business owner is interested in appointing a coach into their business, what would be their next steps typically?
Well, look, obviously meeting with a coach. Within the Action Coach system, you can jump online to actioncoach.com, or if this is a video you're watching, go see the coach that gave this to you. Find a coach who suits you, whose personality you get along well. The experience of the Action Coach system, they don't need to have been in your business industry. In fact, a better coach is one that hasn't necessarily been in your industry, because they view it more as a customer and more as a coach than they do from this is the way we do it in this industry type stuff. So get in touch with them, whether it's online or whether it's by the phone. Hit the Find a Coach button at actioncoach.com. Find someone local to you, give them a call, go see them. Whatever you do, though, get started now. And it may be, maybe this is the program for you at the Freedom Coach level. Maybe you need to step back a little and get some of the stuff from Step Up and Startup Coaching into place before you really push through to this one. So it's really a matter of working through the different levels.
Great. All right, Brad, wonderful. Once again, it's a pleasure. Thanks for your time today.
Hey, it's great to be here. The freedom, one of the greatest things for me is having the freedom of business where I own the business, and if I choose to go to work, I can, and if I choose not to, I don't have to. And, after having the last 5 years raising my kids and choosing to go back to work, it's been a lot of fun. But it's that choice that comes through Freedom Coach that I believe most business owners are looking for.
Great. So join us here next time on Action Coach TV as we talk about the Partner Coach Business Coaching Program.